Alright, so our third video now, we're going to start focusing on this tail. And we kind of saw the problem with bones a little earlier, how we can affect the pivot point of a bone, that it actually is driving the position and the size of the bone. So what we're going to do is actually make geometry for this. And we're actually going to make more controls. I can see that this guy is not copying for me. I can't move it, so therefore I couldn't hold shift and move it, but we can still make a copy, so we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll go to the motion panel, and we're going to select on the position constraint and hit delete, and then we can move our spline around. What we don't want to do is we don't want to scale this down, because then that's going to give us a scale value less than 100, which we don't want. So we just come into spline mode, select everything, and we can scale it down in here. And I'm going to lower the size of this down, and let's put a different color on it. Okay, so big one for the big body, and this one is going to be for the tails. I'm going to go to our left view, and what we're going to actually do here is we're going to create one bone, 2, 3, and then 4 for the tip, so we can get a nice curl. So I'm just going to go ahead and just like that make our copies. And you might be asking yourself, with this rig, why can't we just attach and control the bones directly, or why can't we make these guys more directly on top of the tail? I mean, it's a good question. It's not like you can't do that. This is just the way that I like to do it. You don't have to follow what I do. This is just something that I find to be useful. So I'm going to make another point. Let's go size of 10 and Alt A, and we're going to align, Control V, and then Alt A, Control V, Alt A, Control V, and Alt A. So we're going to have these constraints and these rotators are going to be for the bones. So what we're going to do again is we're going to position constrain these guys. So position constraint there, and position constraint to the helper, position constraint to the helper, and position constraint to the helper. Alright, this helper is going to get linked to this helper to this helper, this helper to this helper, and this helper is going to get linked to our master rotator. So again, everything is moving for us. And we see that rotating this is actually going to rotate everything for us, which is what we want. So let's go ahead and take a look-see here at how we're going to create this tail. I'm going to turn off Turbo Smooth for a minute, and we're going to create a cylinder like so, and we'll go to our left view and wireframe. So basically what we're going to do with this guy, I'm going to go ahead and put a taper modifier on it and increase the curve, let's say 3. And let's see, what else could we do? Probably don't need 18 sides. Let's see what looks like that would make sense. Yeah, I think 6 sides is good. Alright, so again to our left view and F3 for wireframe, and I'm going to move this guy, and the pivot is actually going to be the pivot point of our tail mesh. But the only thing is I want it actually at the base of the tail. So I'm just going to move it. I'm going to watch the cross where these segments are. I'm just going to line the pivot point up right to that point, like so. I'm not really concerned too much about it being dead on the money. And let's increase the height. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for this point to hit about the intersection of this. And I can lower this guy down a little bit, and maybe something like so. And now I'm going to hold shift to make a copy, and I'm going to line up these guys like that.